I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometime, and I want to spend some time with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us, building castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I. We look for love, no time for tears. Wasted water's all that is, and it don't make no flowers grow. Good things might come to those who wait, but not for those who wait too late. We gotta go for all we know. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us. Building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I.
I don't care who you are. The Time Lord Victorious is wrong.
I've gone too far.
So, welcome to Moments with Mimi, and today we're going to discuss purgatory. This was a student's question. What the heck is purgatory? This is something the Roman Catholic Church came up with, and it is just another way of saying the same thing that Neville Goddard was saying about when you go before the Holy Spirit, which is divine love itself. And this is when you are called before El Shaddai. And the Roman Catholic Church sees things objectively. So they're the ones who are saying that, it means, you're going to this place and you're going to hell forever. You're going to burn eternally. And they get that eternal from a Greek translation of the word being used, and the ancient Hebrew word means an age. And an age is the different eyes of God opening, with the seventh eye being the state of Jesus. It's the different states of consciousness is an age. You spend an age being Moses. You spend an age being Joshua, Jesus. Okay? And then you spend an age being King Solomon. You spend an age being Abraham. This is the ages. So you are told what to say to El Shaddai when you are taken up. These are personal experiences, and they come in different ways to everyone. But everyone goes before El Shaddai, and everyone is told. The answer is faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. And so then El Shaddai asks you, now you have your choice. What are you going to say? Are you going to give the answer that was given you because you know in your heart that it is true? Or are you going to give a different answer? And this is what causes you to go back if you give a different answer. And you have to go back for an age. Now, Neville Goddard read it in the Revised Standard Version of the Bible, and the word is eternal. And he took it to mean that it cannot be forgiven. But this is not true. Everyone is forgiven. There's only one. Okay, there's just one. But you just got to go back and suffer some more. If we look at these 3 verses, and they're the same verses that Neville Goddard quotes as well, the Catholic Church will tell you this proves there's a purgatory. Matthew 12:32, and whoever says a word against the Son of Man, if you bitch, moan, judge, do whatever, when you see life objectively, you will be forgiven. But whoever speaks against the Holy Spirit will not be forgiven, either in this age or in the age to come. And this is, one that just, no, fuck it. And says awful things about what? Okay. In Luke, it's chapter 12, verses 10 through 12. And everyone who speaks a word against the Son of Man will be forgiven. But he who blasphemes, which means speaks against, the Holy Spirit will not be forgiven. And when they bring you before the synagogues and the rulers and the authorities, do not be anxious how or what you are to answer or what you are to say. For the Holy Spirit will teach you in that very hour what you ought to say. Neville points this out very clearly, ought to say. This is, up to you. You still have a choice. You are then brought, before El Shaddai. You've been given the answer. Mark 3, chapter 3, verses 28 through 30. Truly, I say to you, all sins will be forgiven the sons of men, and whoever blasphemes, speaks against, they utter. And whoever blasphemes against the Holy Spirit never has forgiveness, but is guilty of an eternal sin. For they had said, he has an unclean spirit. You are what you ought to say. You go before, and if you didn't say faith, hope, and love is the greatest of these, the answer you were given, then back you go. He has an unclean spirit. He's got to go down there. See ya. You're not going to wake up. We're going to drag you up with us, but you're the one of the ones that's not going to wake up, okay? You're just going to keep dying and pain and suffering. But you do come in the end. You don't leave your big toe behind. And eternal means an age. That word eternal is age. So it goes back to what Matthew was saying. Not this age or the next. You got a lot of suffering to do. Okay? So until you're done, then you're going to come before us, and then you're going to say it. And they're going to say, hallelujah, yay. These are all, this Matthew, Luke, and Mark verses is all about when you are bound together with God and you go up before El Shaddai, who's the one pulling all these strings, and you're asked, what are the 3 greatest things? And you're told by your brothers who are standing all around, faith, hope, and love. The greatest thing is love. And you're like, and you're going to say what's in your heart. So faith, hope, and love. And the greatest thing is love. Yeah. And everybody's, yeah, hallelujah. So it's, that moment. And if you give a different answer, well, I'm the greatest. What are the greatest things in life? I am. Nope. Gotta go. Bye. See ya. It's faith, hope, and love. They're not condemned. They just got to come back here. And this place is purgatory. This is purgatory. The definition per the Catholic Church, purgatory the condition, process, or place of purification or temporary punishment in which, according to medieval Christian and Roman Catholic belief, the souls of those who die in a state of grace are made ready for heaven. When you lay your life down for another, objectively, you are literally, saying, it doesn't matter. I'll give my life so this one can live. And that is the greatest thing you can do. And if you hadn't noticed, we had two of the bloodiest wars in humanity's history in World War I and World War II. They all laid their lives down for another. They did. And so all are coming together now as those who, are determined that the world is going to be in love and not be seen objectively anymore. And therefore, all my brothers and sisters, whatever you want to call them, the other human beings on this planet, are all lovely. It doesn't matter how you say it. We're all saying the same thing. It's about love. Love conquers all, and it's all about love. On a humanitarian scale, the concert that was for the World Health Organization is no different than, a victim saying, leave my bully alone. That's my bully. I love my bully. You would hear stories and you laugh about it, how some man tried to jump in and stop some other man from beating his girlfriend or wife, only to have both of them turn on him and beat on him. And that's my bully. Leave him alone. It's the same thing with, the rape victims of Harvey Weinstein texting him after they've been raped. Oh, you're the best, baby. You're the best. The day comes when, you're not bowing to them anymore. And that's all that was. And when you really step back and take a look at it, humanity has laid itself down for the other. All across the globe, on a humanitarian scale, there's only one. And the majority have laid their lives down for another. And the head of the WHO, the World Health Organization, and the Chinese government were a part of the delay that made the virus go out. I mean, look at it objectively. Made the virus go out, pain and suffering to all these people, and these people laid their lives down for the other, killing themselves economically, torturing themselves, but getting up, finding solutions, being imaginative, creative people. They're working on it, man. They're working on it. It doesn't matter what you say about the other when you're looking at life objectively. It doesn't matter what you say about the other as you try to turn your ship around. Okay? It doesn't matter if you're seeing life subjectively and fall once in a while and turn the other way. It's all forgiven. It's all forgiven. God's doing it. It's forgiven. The only one you have to forgive is yourself. You, for imagining that, the human imagination, the baby. Father's forgiven you. You only have to forgive yourself. And when you have not forgiven yourself, it shows in your heart, and that's the answer that you give, and you are sent back. And then you will come to know. It's all about love. It's okay. All sin is forgiven. In the end, you just have to go back and play the role because you went before El Shaddai and denied him. So now you have to go down for an age or two. You'll come back and be asked again, or you'll be dragged up with everybody else in the end. But in the end, we all go together. It's all for one, one for all. It can be no other way. There's only one being here. It's about the love. And they can laugh and point fingers and ridicule and all they want. They see objectively. It's okay. It's okay. But when you look at these verses subjectively, which is what Neville was attempting to show you, but even he fell for that word, eternal, and it is a translation, and the word is actually age, and each age is an eye-opening of God. It's a state of consciousness that's shed, each one. So you just have to go back until you can see with the eyes of God. That it's okay. No one is condemned to this place. Purgatory is hell, and you are not condemned here forever. Forever was put into the minds of men so they wouldn't know what God was doing. There is a beginning, so therefore there's an end. And the end has already been imagined, that God and man, the human imagination, become one. And we do, individually, and you're witnessing this happening collectively. Praise God, right? Look at it. Step back and look at it. They're out there singing their hearts out for their rapists. It is amazing and beautiful. And they're going to be shown. It's okay. It's that victim bully. They'll come back and be the bully. And the bully becomes the victim. Happens all the time. But sooner or later, everyone breaks out of that cycle. And I'm happy to say that they were singing John Lennon's Imagine. So they are, at the end of their cycle. They'll wake up. It's all good. There's nothing to worry about. A lot of people who see this as terrible and horrible and want you to believe it's going to take a long, long time for the economy to come back and all that other crap are silly. This is all God. And it's all coming back just like that. It's going to be like it never happened. Okay? All is forgiven and forgotten. Bless everyone. This is an exciting time, and that is known objectively as a Chinese curse, but it really is a wonderful blessing. I hope you understand a little better about these verses. The Holy Spirit is divine love, and you cannot be, talking bad about divine love. You can't talk bad about love. Okay? That's it. You just can't. And most people can't. They love that bad so bad it's good. Everybody loves love. So it's the very nature of who we are. We are love, and we spin stories about it. So it's really a Roman Catholic convention for saying, this place, you're in the womb. You're dreaming the dream. That's purgatory. You're asleep in a dream. And you have to see everything subjectively in a dream because dreams are subjective. It's not rocket science, but it is a different way of thinking. And it does take practice and a good mental diet to keep up, that you see it subjectively until you don't anymore. One day you're just seeing it subjectively, and it's wonderful. You'll love it. Give it a shot. It's great. The Bible even tells you, Neville's told you, Dr. Murphy's told you. Dr. Murphy, align with the divine. Don't forget all that caca. Align with the divine. And then all that caca works itself out. So I hope this helps. Blessings to you. And thank you. Thank you for being you.
I love you too, Craig, you idiot!
Honestly, do you mean that?
Of course I mean it. Do you mean it?
I've always meant it. Seriously though, do you mean it?
Yes.
Hey, what about the monkeys?
Oh, no, not now, not again, Craig. The planet's about to burn. For God's sake, kiss the girl!
Kiss the girl!
From the first time the doctor placed you in my arms, I knew I'd meet death before I let you meet harm. Although questions arose in my mind, would I be man enough against wrong? Choose right and be standing up. From the hospital that first night, took an hour just to get the car seat in right. People driving off fast got me kinda upset. Got you home safe, placed you in your bassinet. That night I don't think one wink I slept. As I slipped out my bed to your crib I crept. Touched your head gently, felt my heart melt, cause I knew I loved you more than life itself. Into my knees, and I begged the Lord, please